Oh, you gotta love it. We back in full effect this fall season. We getting it popping. Hey, update. I'm just on my break real quick. Thought I'd pop out here. Update. Our black celebrities. These dudes, bro. What's wrong with them? Okay, let's start out with number one. Right now, we're gonna start out with our basketball players. We got Sebastian Telfair. Apparently, Sebastian Telfair is back in the projects. Literally, he's like back in the projects as we speak right now. In I don't know, somewhere in New York. He's in the projects. How this happens, I don't know. Y'all tell me. It's windy, baby. We out in the elements. So he's back in the projects, and I'm not laughing at nobody's downfall. But how do you go from 50 million plus you made in your career to being back in the projects? That's crazy. All you had to do is just get a bunch of real estate and just relax. But we're going to do more research on that. Then our second guy is Antonio Brown. We've been following Antonio Brown for a couple of years. And one thing we know about Antonio Brown, look, there's some dudes out here, some of these niggas out here, that don't be playing. Antonio Brown is one of them. When I knew Antonio Brown was about that life, is he was in an interview or something. If you come from a certain environment, you could just look at somebody's eyes and just tell like, hey, about it. He had an interview, the way the camera hit his eyes, I said, oh shit, this dude Antonio Brown is not playing. Antonio will crash the whip. Boom. End it all tomorrow. Over with. So Antonio Brown got into a shootout in Miami, did a celebrity boxing match on 4K, grabbed security guard's gun, started shooting at a guy he said who was robbing him. I think Antonio Brown legal team, CTE. That brother got hit so hard by Burfict. Ever since then, he's barely been home. See, for one, Antonio Brown's a Caribbean nigga. If you know Caribbeans, they crazy. Caribbeans, they're already loose off their rock. Because most of them are West African, Ghanaian, so-called Ghana today, warriors. But long story short, he runs to Dubai. I don't know why Africans always going to Dubai. If you're going to run from the U.S. Marshals, the federal government, go to a place where there's more of you than if he would have went to Ghana, Nigeria, somewhere where he could hide. Those Arabs not going to protect you. So now Antonio Brown is facing attempted murder. Honestly, I'm going to be lying to you, Antonio Brown. I think this, and I do not agree with mass incarceration. I do not agree with locking people up. I think there's better ways you could deal with stuff. No one died. No one got shot. It was just a shooting that happened. But Antonio Brown, I think someone needs to take your money from you, because I think that's part of the reason why you act the way you do, because you have no consequences. And you need to sit down and think for a while. You need a psychiatrist and a therapist to sit down and discuss your issues, because Antonio, you've been wilding, brother. You've been bugging, tripping, shootouts on live camera, and you're a multi-millionaire? Then, who we got next? We got Tony Allen. Tony Allen gets pulled over. Tony Allen's on federal probation. Tony Allen is an NBA basketball player, Memphis Grizzlies, and he played for the Boston Celtics, right? Known as one of the best defenders ever. Tony Allen, at the end of his career, does like an insurance fraud scheme. Where's all y'all money going to? When we hear y'all sign all these contracts, why are y'all doing schemes and scams? When we hear you sign $80 million for the next 3 years, do y'all get that $80 million? Like, what's going? Because why are you doing schemes and scams? Chauncey Billups, Gilbert Arenas, and the rest. But look, so Tony Allen he goes to prison because he gets caught on an insurance fraud scheme, and he got back out. So he's trying to work his good graces back in. So he's doing all these little podcasts with people like Gilbert Arenas' goofy ass. And one of the podcasts, they send a car to pick him up. The car gets pulled over, but mind you, he's on federal probation for the insurance. He's on parole or whatever. I don't know if y'all know about probation parole, but you have no rights when you're on probation parole. You have to consent to anything. If the police officer tells you to stop, search you, they can do it. They can search your car. If you're in someone's house and they want to search that house, just for having the fact that you're on federal probation or parole, they can search the house, search anybody's car. Wherever you at, they could just run the spot. So look, Tony Allen gets a Uber ride. When he gets the Uber ride, what's going on, man? When he gets the Uber ride, I guess he like smoking gas in the car. He's smoking marijuana in the car. Never do that. Never. But whatever. And so, and it's a city or state that you can't smoke weed. I don't get, like, why would you're on federal. And then they get to search in the car and they find cocaine. Tony Allen, you are 40-something years old, brother. You're too old for these type of mistakes. Way too old. Long story short, he goes to jail. Tony Allen's career is depleted. His kids are probably looking at him like, damn, my dad's on coke. It's not funny. It's not funny. And then the final thing, we talk about Max B, man. Max B, Harlem, New York's greatest, one of his greatest street niggas to exist. Max B, I don't know, and I don't mean to say this, but brother, once again, you did 16 years. It seems like you haven't learned much. I don't know. But when the first thing you do when you come out of federal penitentiary is you try to get around celebrities and put on diamond chains, and you talking about let's go to the studio, and it's like, bro, this is the plan you came up with 16 years ago? You've been there for 16. And then you gotta understand, who is that? Then you gotta understand, when he comes out of prison, it's a million people outside the precinct. Oh, like this man was super cum laude, valedictorian of a PhD program. Oh, Max B. Meanwhile, there's like a 25-year-old dude who just figured out, black guy, who figured out how to turn plastic into diesel fuel. We don't have one post of him on any black blogs or media outlets at all. That just, it shows you where the black mind is at, right? Black guy with no money creates fuel out of plastic, wasted plastic. Max B comes out of prison for 16 years. Who gets more love? Max B. Where my chain at? And we all know these are Cuban zirconians. All of it's fake, but they still do this. It's just, we're insane people. We are insane people. But long story short, that's an update on the black celebrity class, I guess. A bunch of goofies. And if y'all getting all this money, why y'all committing so many crimes? Like, what the? That's the reason why I can't hate on LeBron James. Because LeBron James, at least, he doesn't get in trouble. But Tony Allen, Gilbert Arenas, Chauncey, what do y'all do with all those money y'all made on your contracts? What do y'all do with it? Gamble it? Drink it? So how much drugs can you do? But then again, Tony Allen, you get caught with cocaine. What are you doing? And then he's saying it's not mine, it's the driver. He probably told the driver, I'll give you $30,000 if you just take this charge. Tony Allen, bro, come on, bro. We're gonna need y'all brothers to go sit down somewhere. Antonio Brown's in federal penitentiary. These rap black male celebrities, really, you're embarrassing. It's embarrassing. All that money going where? It's almost like y'all bored with all the money. Y'all, see, if y'all was building a school or a community center or a health clinic in your neighborhoods, you wouldn't have all the time for this dumb shit. But that's the reason why they give y'all the money, because they know y'all ain't gonna do nothing with it but just gamble. Anyway, chase knowledge, don't chase money. Peace, love, and positivity. Bleh.